Hi, my name is Remy, and I'm a student at the University of Pittsburgh studying occupational therapy. This video lecture is going to focus on how to make remote learning easier for both kids and parents, and we're going to focus on routines today. So we're going to talk about what a routine is, the importance of having one, and how to make one personalized for you and your family. So the COVID-19 pandemic has affected everyone's routine, especially children and their families. Now we're finding that a lot of children are going to school online and their parents is also working from home, which is making it really hard to create a routine that combines both of them. So children are used to just waking up, getting ready for school, going to school and recess and having lunch there. But now with virtual learning, it's hard to come up with a similar type of routine. So that's what we're going to help you with today. I'm now going to pass it over to my colleague Cam, who's going to explain what a routine is and how to implement one within your own household.
Hi, my name is Cam, and I am also a student at the University of Pittsburgh studying occupational therapy. Like Remy said, I'm going to continue to talk about what routines are and how you can create one at home with your family. So first, routines are how families get things done, how they spend time together, and have fun. Each family has its own unique routines, and I'm sure you can think of some that you do at your own household. Various routines occur each day, such as morning routines, getting ready for school, what your routine consists of at school, after school routines, and getting ready for bed. So routines can benefit both children and parents, but for children, this can create a sense of safety and belonging for the child in times of stress or uncertain times. And this is very relevant right now in the COVID-19 pandemic, when times have been more uncertain the past few months and children have been feeling more stressed. So by creating a routine, that's going to ease some of that tension and stress. This can also benefit children by incorporating chores or life skills into the routines, and this creates a sense of responsibility for the child. So this can be incorporated by having them clear their plate after dinner, or doing the dishes, or cleaning their room. Routines can also include healthy habits, which could be washing your hands, which is super important right now, brushing your teeth, or getting some exercise. And then lastly, routines can benefit children by easing transitions, and some important transitions that are prevalent in children's lives are going to bed and going to school. So routines can also benefit parents and caregivers. So first, this can give a sense of control as a parent of what is to be done throughout the day. Next, this can organize daily tasks to ensure that they get completed. This can also lower the stress for the parent and caregiver, and this defines what the expectations are as a parent and the child as well. So we are going to give you 3 things that can help you create your own routine at home while your child might be at home for remote learning. So the first thing is consistency. So this is super important, especially for morning and night routines. Now, nothing is perfect, obviously, but it's important to try and keep it as consistent as possible. For morning routines, it's important to start on the right foot and the right mindset for the day, because that can carry out through the day. And then at night, it's important to have a consistent night routine so that the child is getting an adequate amount of sleep so that the next day they can have a good day and start on the right foot as well. The second thing is to prepare. Now, this has been a big thing for parents at home with remote learning. So you're definitely going to need to set aside some time to prepare for remote instruction. So this could include making sure that all the necessary devices are charged and ready to go, and making sure that you have an organized list of login passwords and codes that your child might need. And then also make sure that all the necessary materials are organized in one place where they won't get lost, and then try to keep them in a distraction-free environment as much as possible. We're actually going to talk further about that in our next video in our series, so stay tuned for that. But now I'm going to hand it over to Jen, who's going to continue talking about how you can create your own routine at home.
Hi there, my name is Jennifer Day, and I am also with the Department of Occupational Therapy at the University of Pittsburgh. As Cam just went through, there are some important elements to creating routines in a remote environment. Another one of those is getting organized. So for example, parents may want to make to-do lists that have your top priorities of the day on it. And that can be a very satisfying way to kind of keep track of what you've accomplished during the day by scratching it off as you go. For kids, they may want to use a checklist to make sure that they complete all of their morning and evening routines. This can be especially true for younger kids who are just learning how to incorporate routines into their morning and evening time. And for kids, it also might be important to create a schedule for the week to keep track of school assignments. So, and for some people, this may mean discovering some new routines. So for example, a good morning routine might look something like this: waking up, eating breakfast, getting dressed, brushing your teeth, and then sitting down at your workspace. This is especially true for kids and parents who may be having school from home or working from home. And that would include logging on to your computer to get ready for your Zoom meeting or Zoom school, or opening your books to get prepared for the day. So I've included a sample checklist here, which might be good for younger kids who are just learning how to do things in the morning, like make their bed, in the afternoon, like cleaning up after lunch, and in the evening, maybe brushing their teeth and putting away all of the day's toys. So once things are kind of incorporated into their lives, kids often don't need to use these checklists anymore, but they are helpful in the beginning just to keep track of things. So an afternoon routine might look something like this. When Zoom school is out, you might want to tidy up your desk, have a snack, maybe do a little bit of exercise, go and walk your dog if you have one like mine. When you're all done with your walk or finish up with your exercises, you might want to get something to drink and then sit down at your tidied up desk area and get ready to do some of your homework. And at bedtime, there are some things that are important to keep in mind. We like to maybe encourage people to turn off their phones and stop looking at their computers about 1 hour before bedtime. I know it's hard to do, it's hard for me to do, but those bright screens can kind of mess up your body's rhythms and make it a little bit harder for you to fall asleep. So in addition to that, setting an alarm and waking up at the same time each day is good. Of course, doing all the things you do to get ready for bed, and maybe thinking about reading a book or a magazine in bed instead of looking at your phone. When you're all done and you're feeling sleepy, it's a good idea to turn your lights off, try to sleep in a dark room, and off you go. So creating a schedule. Again, these are sometimes really good ideas for kids, especially as Zoom school is pretty new and sometimes it can be hard to keep track of everything. So if you want to have like a Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday kind of schedule handy, it's easy to make on a piece of paper, or we've included some resources for you to take a look at, which Remy's going to talk about in a little bit. You can print out a schedule that you can have handy at your desk. And then one last thing I just want to mention is to move your body. So exercise is really important, especially if we're sitting at a desk all day. So if you want to take a little break every half hour or so, just get up, wiggle your body around, move your arms, maybe stretch your neck out a little bit, or walk around the house, or do a little run around the house if it's not going to be too disruptive to anybody else. Jogging in place is always a good idea too. It's always really fun too. It's a little invigorating to get the blood moving through your body. And we've included a few resources about exercise and movement for you if you want to take a look at the Go Noodle website. They've got a bunch of videos there, some short, some long, that include exercise, relaxation. There are Spanish language videos available for you too. So if you go to gonoodle.com, you can find some really great resources there. All right, and then Remy's going to talk to you a little bit more about some of the resources that we've gathered for you that may be helpful. Thanks so much.
So we have 3 resources that we'd like to share with you today. The first website, Priceless Parenting, offers a bunch of different templates that you can choose from. They have routine charts, weekly family charts, even meal plan charts you can use. You can fill them out online or print them out and fill them out by hand. And you can check off the item when it's complete or set it so there's specific dates or times that they have to be completed by. This is a nice way to organize your child or your family. The second website, raisingchildren.net, offers sample routines for children of different ages, which is also nice to have if you have children in your family that are of different ages, maybe have different routines throughout the day. The third website offers tips and tricks for creating routines that work for you and for your whole family, so how to combine those routines into one. Overall, we talked about the importance of creating a routine and how to make one for you, your family, and your children. Thank you so much for tuning into our web series today.